I'll do my best to answer this question as quickly as possible. It was pretty obvious early on in my life that I was struggling, that something was a little bit different in the way that my brain was wired. By third grade, I was very far behind all of my classmates in reading and math, and especially in reading. My confidence was low. My teachers always described me as very kind, but like head in the clouds is what we saw in a lot of progress reports and during parent-teacher conferences. So in fifth grade, my parents had me evaluated. I did a full neuropsychological evaluation, and I was diagnosed with an auditory processing disorder and high likelihood of ADHD and executive dysfunction challenges. So I was very lucky where my parents immediately started to get me support. Like I had a 504 plan at school. I was pulled out for certain services to try to improve my reading comprehension and my math skills. And I worked one-on-one with reading specialists outside of school. It was helpful. Like I got better, but I was honestly a B and a C student. I worked really hard. I definitely felt like I was working harder than most of the people around me. And it was B's and C's on my report card. I went off to college. I wrote in college, I studied education and did a couple other things living in Nicaragua, but eventually became a teacher and studied special education. And after about 5 years in the classroom, I realized that what I really loved was helping students like me who were struggling in school in a one-on-one setting. So I left the classroom and I became an educational therapist, worked as a clinical director, working one-on-one with students. And then through that, discovered that what was really exciting for me was working with neurodivergent adults. So now that I was figuring out my own executive function systems to help keep me on track, be focused, be a little bit more productive, manage my time, not lose things. Like it's not perfect now, but I figured out a good amount of stuff. I did a certification course to become an executive function coach. And now that's what I do. So I'm an adult executive function coach. I work with neurodivergent adults, mostly adults who have ADHD or are autistic or might have some other comorbidities, I hate that word, but other neurological differences that make their executive function skills a challenge for them. And yeah, I create stuff here on TikTok. I write a newsletter. I do a group course as well. And my goal is really to just provide value and service to people. So hopefully they can one day live a life where they feel more organized, like less stressed, like that life that they're really, really dreaming of.